Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Kenny. Kenny is short for Kenneth. Kenneth is an anglicized form of an Old Scottish-Gaelic personal name which is derived from one of two different origins, the Gaelic Cináed, which means born of fire, and the Gaelic Coinneach, which translates to the handsome one. Kenneth achieved particular popularity in Scotland thanks to Kenneth Mac Alpin, who, historically speaking, is considered the first king of Scotland, having successfully united both the Picts and the Scots under one crown in the 9th century. The name's popularity expanded well outside the Scottish borders and has been in regular use among all English-speaking nations. Kenny developed as a diminutive form of Kenneth and has a history of being used as an independently given name in its own right. Kenny could also be considered a short form for any name beginning with the Ken suffix, like Kendall or Kendrick. They even use Kenny as a girl's name in Australia. Personality of the boy named Kenny. Romance is the hallmark of the Six personality. They exude nurturing, loving, and caring energy. Sixes are in love with the idea of love in its idealized form, and with their magnetic personalities, they easily draw people toward them. Like the number 2 personality, they seek balance and harmony in their life and the world at large. They are conscientious and service-oriented, and a champion for the underdog. These personalities naturally attract money and are usually surrounded by lovely material objects, but their human relationships are always primary. They thrive in giving back to others rather than being motivated by their own desires. This is when they achieve great things. Sixes are natural teachers, ministers, and counselors. Popularity of the boy named Kenny. As a legally given first name, rather than a nickname, Kenny first appeared on the U.S. charts in 1929. The name quickly rose in popularity and achieved levels of respectable moderation in term of usage by the 1950s. This coincided with the rising popularity of Kenneth, a favorite mid-century boy's name. Parents who opt for Kenny over Kenneth are typically more relaxed in their naming styles. It's like naming your kid Tommy rather than Thomas. Nicknames as independently given first names are nothing new to American culture, and Kenny is another such example. Bobby, Jimmy, Johnny, Ronnie, Tommy, Willie. Kenny has done pretty well on the charts all things considered, although his popularity is starting to show signs of wear and tear as we've crossed the threshold into the 21st century. We'd be remiss if we didn't point out the musical cachet this name carries, particularly in the country and western circles. Kenny Chesney, Kenny Rogers, as well as adult contemporary and jazz. See famous people named Kenny below. However, every single one of these men were given the name Kenneth at birth, and they use Kenny as their everyday name. Quick facts on Kenny. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 793. Pronunciation, Kenne. Simple meaning, born of fire, the handsome one. Characteristics of Kenny. Affectionate, sensitive, loving, community-minded, humanitarian, family-oriented, compassionate. Cultural references to the baby name, Kenny. Popular songs on Kenny. A song by John Hyatt, a song by Time Again, The Night That Kenny Died, Kenny. Famous people named Kenny. Kenneth Kenny Loggins, soft rock musician, Kenneth Kenny Roberts, Jr. and Sr. Motorcycle racing world champions, Kenneth Gorlick, aka Kenny G, adult contemporary musician, Kenneth Kenny Dalglish, Scottish footballer, Kenneth Kenny Rogers, country musician, Kenneth Kenny Wheeler, Canadian jazz musician, Kenneth Kenny Reardon, hockey player, Kenneth Kenny Clark, jazz musician, Kenneth Kenny Main, sportscaster and DWTS contestant, Kenneth Kenny Burrell, jazz musician, Kenneth Kenny Chesney, country musician,